Good evening, Bahamas. You are tuned in to NB12 broadcasting from Cable 12 Studios on Robinson Road. Coming up tonight in news, a government clinic shut down following a shootout on Fleming Street. What angry residents are saying tonight. The Kofi Goodman trial heats up. A cabinet minister warns the controversial work permit policy could scare off investors. Plus, find out what's happening on Southern recreation grounds. We've got those stories and so much more. I'm Vonique Toot, and NB12 starts now. Tonight, a shootout on Fleming Street sent terrified residents running for their lives and forced officials to shut down the Fleming Street Clinic of Blue Hill Road today. It's the latest in a series of shootouts reported in that community, which residents say has become a virtual war zone. Police say it's the result of a turf war between two gangs. Now, residents say they're afraid to leave their homes.
This corner is called Dunmore Street. They're saying Dunmore Street, this gun lane. Every day, Jesus Lord send day. I can't sleep, you can't go to bed. They come along the road, bam, 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 bam. What kind of place this is?
As many as 30 gunshots rang out after 11 this morning, sending residents of Dunmore and Fleming Streets running for cover. When NB12 arrived on the scene, the doors of the Fleming Street Clinic were locked, with scared patients peering through the windows. On the outside, crime scene investigators were busy collecting shell casings from a dirt path leading from Fleming Street to Dunmore Street. Police tell us it's the second shootout they've responded to in that community in the past 24 hours. However, residents who were too afraid to reveal their identities say gunshots have been fired in that area for nearly a week now.
It was happening from Friday. This is now 5 days, shooting against one another, innocent children. They could come to the police. I have pellets in my hand now from Saturday. From Saturday, this happening Saturday, as innocent bystanders standing in the road, watching what's going on. They shooting. See this gas tank here? They grazed the gas tank. See the bullet hole over there yesterday? Post at the blow.
Every day, every second, we hear gunshots, gunshots, gunshots. And we have little children running around. Them gunshots could hit any one of our children.
Crime scene investigators found 7 shell casings. However, after they left, residents discovered 7 more on the ground and in a car windshield. One concerned mother says she's now afraid to walk the streets out of fear that she may become a murder victim. An outraged mother of 4 and grandmother of 1 shared that view.
Every day I am scared to leave the house, scared to go to the starter, scared to go anywhere. I'm very scared and frightened.
Residents say they know who is involved in the alleged turf war. However, they don't feel police are taking their concerns seriously.
Time as the police come, they done gone. Like the police don't do nothing. They just come in trying to gather information, and the people telling them who they is, and they still ain't checking.
Saturday when I showed the police the shooter on the wall, you know, the police tell me, why talking to them? I said, well, then I don't need to talk to you. You ain't gonna come back until someone get killed. When I look, they come back again. Saturday, yesterday, they shoot twice. One yesterday morning, less than 3 hours. I want to know what Mr. Green says is going to do about this little town here.
Officer in charge of the Southern Police Station, Superintendent Tommy LaRota, told NB12 that police have arrested a number of suspects in connection with today's shootout, and they're searching for more. He says police often patrol the troubled community and intend to beef up patrols in response to residents' concerns. We now know the identity of the woman murdered following that deadly car chase in Pinewood Gardens yesterday. She is 22-year-old Morgan Wells. Her mother, Tasia Bethel, was too distraught to appear on camera, but told NB12 today that her daughter saw beauty in everything. Police say Wells and 2 men were driving near the intersection of Pinecrest Drive and Poinciana Avenue around 2:30 yesterday afternoon when the occupants of a heavily tinted silver Honda Civic opened fire on them. Wells and another man were hit. Wells, who was reportedly shot in the back of the head, died on the way to hospital. Wells, who formerly worked at the Bahamas Electricity Corporation as a clerk and then for Lionsgate Marketing and FYP, celebrated her birthday this month. Her friends described her as a fun-loving, free-spirited person who was always smiling. NB12 visited the fourplex where Wells and her mother lived in southern New Providence. As tears streamed down her face, Morgan's mother shared a photo with us and expressed her desire for justice. Jurors in the Kofi Goodman murder trial were dismissed early this afternoon following a heated exchange between prosecution and defense lawyers. Goodman's lawyer, Jeffrey Thackerson, accused Deputy Director of Public Prosecution Garvin Gaskin of gesturing to a witness. Our Jasmine Bonamy was in court and filed this report.
Proceedings in the murder trial came to an abrupt halt this morning after Supreme Court Justice Bernard Turner ended them less than an hour before they began. Tensions boiled over in the courtroom just after noon when Farquharson was cross-examining crime scene investigator Dania Johnson. While questioning Johnson about her training in crime scene analysis, Farquharson abruptly stopped and began accusing Gaskin of gesturing at Johnson while she was testifying. Farquharson alleged that he saw Gaskin gesturing at Johnson 3 times. Amid raised voices, Gaskin objected, denying the accusation, saying absolutely not. He then told Farquharson to, quote, "keep my name out of your mouth, please." Justice Turner called it a serious accusation before he dismissed the jury and adjourned the matter until tomorrow morning. Goodman is accused of the murder of 11-year-old Marco Archer back in 2011. Archer was a student of Columbus Primary who failed to return home on September 23rd. When the case resumes tomorrow, Officer Johnson is expected to be recalled as the first witness for the day. Johnson had previously testified that she collected several items of clothing and a plastic bag from the scene. Farquharson has questioned the integrity of how she handled the evidence. Neil Brathwaite and Darrell Taylor also represent the Attorney General's office in the case. Reporting for NB12, I'm Jasmine Bonamy.
Police are searching for 2 men who tied up residents of a home in Millennium Gardens this morning before robbing them of a significant amount of personal property. We're told the masked men entered the home at Florence Nixon Crescent around 3:30, subdued the occupants, and made off with a 42-inch flat-screen television, a DVD player, surround sound system, an assortment of jewelry, and a BlackBerry cell phone. Police are asking anyone with information to come forward and are advising the public to be more aware of and report all suspicious vehicles, people, or activity they may observe. Over in Grand Bahama, police are investigating the death of a 2-year-old boy. It's not clear how the child died, but police tell us officers were called to a home in Magellan Crest at around 4:45 Monday afternoon. When they got there, he was unresponsive. EMS also responded and transported the toddler to Rand Memorial Hospital. However, doctors pronounced him dead at 5:30 p.m. Police also confirm an Eleuthera native who was hospitalized for more than a month following a devastating traffic accident has now died from his injuries. We're told that 19-year-old DeQuant Stubbs of Gregorytown, Eleuthera died around noon yesterday. Stubbs had been the front seat passenger in a Champagne Honda Accord, which was driving along Queens Highway around 3:30 a.m. Saturday, March 16th. The driver reportedly lost control of the car and collided with a casuarina tree. He and the driver were seriously injured and flown to the Capitol for treatment. 2 backseat passengers escaped unharmed.